Good day, good evening to everybody. Как меня слышно? Плюсики поставьте, пожалуйста. Так, получше? Окей. So, uh, it's a great pleasure to see you and welcome you on our webinar tonight. My name is Natalia Turan, and I am an official speaker for UFG, United Financial Group. And today we will have very informative presentation. If you do need more information regarding our company, you can watch the other presentations, the previous ones. So this is the new way of translating or giving you a good information. So let's start. Today we are going to talk about biotechnology, a brief introduction, because this is a really promising business with a turnover more than 200 billion per year, and now it's even more. Well, if we talk about
In
our
our
direction, but
company.
let's go step by step. So uh, what is the pharmacology? Let me just read you this. All right. Okay. So in 2018, the British scientific journal Nature published an article about the Chinese scientist who edited the genome of two embryos of two girls. We all remember that story. And the girls became resistant to HIV infection, and he was doing some manipulation with the genome. So, and that's why, first of all, the biotechnology gets that much interest from investors all over the world. So the biotechnology sector emerged over 100 years ago, and this term was coined by Hungarian engineer Karl Erki. And let me tell you why I am here in this company. Why do we do what we do? So, the of course, it started as a small direction, but by now, biotechnology includes a couple of dozen sectors. Can you imagine a subsector? So the sector of industry is biotech, and there are a couple of dozens subsectors. So here are a few of them. Where? All right. So there are a few of them. So first of all, it's genetic engineering, which is manipulating of genes of humans, animals, and plants. This is how we get frost-resistant tomatoes and very silky fur of, for instance, goats or whatever. So the Down syndrome GMO also refers to this area of biotech. Cloning is a technology for producing genetically identical cells or organism. We all know clones, of course, and we all remember the sheep Dolly who was cloned. And Wow, it seems like ages ago, but was also biotechnology. It was a really great step. So bionics is the other subsector, and it's applied application of biological processes, that is an attempt to transfer such processes into technical form, for example, the mathematical modeling. Then we go to cryonics. There's a methods of preserving cells, organs, humans, and animal bodies at abnormally low temperatures. And we all watch it in the fantastic movie, and so you all understand what I'm talking about. And now what seems to be fantastic is becoming our reality, because women are freezing the eggs, and men also freezing the sperms. So and somebody freezing the DNAs all over the world. We hear all these stories pop up. So let's continue. Then it's a pharmacology. It's a search for drugs and development of drugs based on them. This is what our company do, and does. Company does. And if we talk about the world turnover of all biotechnologies of all the sector, it would be by 2022, it will reach $700 billion. So this is huge money. This is a enormous money. And meanwhile, the pharmacology is um, getting almost half of this. So it's 250 billion by 2025. That's how we will reach. And so the big money is in this sector of economy and in this subsector as well. So then there are bioinformatics. There's a program, algorithms, mathematical analysis that are used on research in genomics and gene science. Then there is biomedical engineering, the use of engineering principles in the cultivation of artificial organs, um, kyber. I cannot read this word, sorry. And the other processes that required symbiosis of engineering and biology. So we know that in the future we will be half robots. Let me see how you do here. All right. So we will be half robots, half humans, and there would be chips in our body and informational little things. And we know that already technologies help people to unblock the veins. So this is very important, not to get thrombosis and etc. So and that's all. And at first, biotechnology was used mainly for the rural and food industries. But now, one of the main areas of biotechnology is the creation of drugs for treatment of serious human diseases and diseases associated with aging. And the value of biotechnology lies in the heart of this field. So this is a care of people and of people's health mainly and mostly. And this what attracted me in this company. First of all, that I can help to make people's life better, not only money wise, that was I was doing before, but also in the health wise. This is very important. So when used correctly, biotech products help to improve the quality of human life and increase its duration. This is really great value. And then, according to the 11th version, of the ICD, there are more than 55,000 diseases in the world. Can you imagine, guys? 55,000 diseases. So we are all scared now about COVID and coronavirus. Everybody forgot about simple flu. So, I mean, the symptoms all almost the same, but we ignoring the flu. And there are 55,000 diseases all over the world. Amazing, unbelievable. So, periodically, some new appears, like we know already, COVID-19, that's what we had. And the other thing I would like to let you know is that, where did it go? All right, here is the slide. Okay. Just a second, I'm having some. Okay, here goes. Technical issues here. So, according so it's also worth paying attention to the aging of the world's population. We talked about that. According to a UN report, 16% of all the people will be in the old age by um, 2050, and now it's 7 plus something percent, so it will be double. Can you imagine? It's unbelievable. So they say that by 2050, the world's population of people aged 60 years and older will be double. So now it's 1 billion, and then it will be 2.1 billion. Can you imagine this? And the number of persons aged uh, um, 80 years and older, it's expected to triple between 2020 and 2050 to reach over 420 million. So this is something amazing. And because remember, uh, um, in late 80s and 90s, there was baby boom when everybody get pregnant, and borders were open, and everybody became very social. So this is a result. This is how you result. Well, in 9 months after socializing, you get a baby, right? And of course in 65 you get a adult in the certain age who needs help, who really needs help. So we know that in uh, older people, diseases tend to occur more frequently and are more difficult to treat. In addition, more able bodied people are needed. They work and pay taxes, and of which pension are formed. We all know this security, social security, how it works. And for that, for any state, there is a problem with payment of retiree pension. And radical biotechnology, which tackles the complex issues of showing human ages, can help solve this problem. These fundamental reasons make biotechnology, in our all opinion, one of the most attractive areas for the investment. Look at this picture. Just um, look at this picture here. Yeah, that's a correct one. So last year in 2020, we see amazing numbers here in billion of dollars, and we see how big companies. For instance, we all know Johnson's and Johnson's. We all know shampoo Johnson's Johnson, but this is also pharmacological company. They have this investment in this subsector, and they purchased small company Momenta Pharmaceuticals for 6.5 billion. Guys, this is a lot of money for the crisis that happened in 2020. So, and it was in August 19. So when all people were scared of coronavirus, the big and smart investors invest in pharmaceuticals and pharmacology and biotechnology. We all know Nestle, right? The company called Nestle, and come on, we all know Nesquik and this little tiny balls that our children like to eat for breakfast. So they also made a purchase in August, and it was $2 billion. So, of course, we know that the food companies and pharmacology are tied together, but this shows that these people who have made billions and billions of dollars, they know what to do, and they know where to invest. So the other thing is, our company have chosen a very specific direction, which is a treatment for oncology. And we are creating very safe and um, natural drugs for treatment of oncology. So now you can see on this diagram that oncological spendings, year spendings of all of the balance, and I told you that it's 650, right? In all biotechnology sector, the turnover is 650 billion for now, and oncological sector gets 11% of it. So this is really a lot of money, and it is interesting to invest in it. And so what do we have? Let me turn some things off to get what I want. Just a second. All right. So what have we created? We have found, there is some celebration. Sorry for the noise. There is some fireworks, so they will not bother me. But I think this is very symbolic. Imagine I open the AstroMelanin picture and the fireworks starting out of my window. So we have AstroMelanin, which is a black yeast pigment, which was founded in 1957 in Arctic expedition by the Soviet scientists and by biologists, and later on, from this yeast, melanins were isolated, and this drug, this medicine that melanin was used into, it helped to cure the cancer. There are many stories. We have published them in our Facebook. You will have all the links in the describe of this video. So this we are working on. Our company is working on this miraculous, right? Medicine, and the news are such that come on. So we have news of development of AstroMelanin. So we have concurrent processes. In last February 2021, United Financial Group invested in the production of the trial batch of AstroMelanin in order to go with how you call it, preclinical trials, right? And we have a group of people who agreed to test this drug that we created first. And we even though now we have much better samples that we raised it within 3 months, we have much better quality of melanin. Back then in April, the people who tested that melanin, they have shown results. So 50% of the group, they have really positive dynamics in healing the cancer. This is really great. Please hear what I'm telling, what I'm telling you. And how many percent? 35% was the same. So no worse, no better, and only 15% of people was continuing being in a bad condition. So the best thing of AstroMelanin is that we found something that doesn't have a side effects. In our time, even if you take aspirin, when you look at the receipt, you can see there are many bad side effects, and the other, even aspirin, placebo or whatever. But in drugs that helps to cure the cancer, which is chemotherapy and the other things, they killing the cells of cancer and killing the other cells of the body. So they harm the body in many ways. We have an article about that. Please look at our Facebook, for instance, and you will be amazed how bad it is for the body. And when we say that he survived the chemotherapy, not even the cancer, he fight the chemotherapy, because it's really it's really sad and bad what it does to the body. And AstroMelanin, this medicine that we have found and we are developing now, has absolutely no side effects. So the first tests of this melanins that found from the Black East were done in 1966. So how many years passed? 55 years, right? Is that correct? Or maybe less. Even in the 50, I cannot count. In 50 years, there were no absolutely a single side effect on astromelanin found. So this is something that uh, can will attract the big investors. And so let me tell you the news. So we have it in the stage now, that development of the technology for obtaining the water soluble form of melanin, and which is necessary for research on the anti-cancer activity of melanin. So this is what the test we're gonna do. Then it's a preparation for study of a new batch of melanin obtained in the different way. We try to find the best way to get the best the best and effective melanins from the yeast that we have. And then preparation for test on anti-cancer activity. And the study will be carried out on several types of cancer cells using several types of melanins and astromelanins. The goal is to obtain and compare the effects of different forms of melanin on cancer cells. Much more information you can read, and you can read in our face group, and also in previous presentation I was explaining that. And the thing is, of course, the safe adventure, right? Because it's an adventure of a drug. So the thing that it's a safe and doesn't harm the health will attract many investors. And because this is a unique thing, we don't have any analogs. When I say we, I mean the whole world. So company United Financial Group has it in development, and of course it will attract many people, and many people would like to invest in it. So there are two scenario of UFG developments. So for instance, and mind you that all the numbers are approximate and shown only as an example. So if we are talking about dividends which you as an investor can get from the company, from the sales of the company. So it's a launch of a drug for treatment of oncology that I mentioned now on the world market with sales volume of $8 billion. It's worth it. So the net profit, 50%. We take away taxes, the logistic and all other things. So for instance, it's 4 billion, which is $1.6 per one UFG share, provided that the profit is distributed over 100% of shares. And even if we reduce this amount by 10 times, and it will be 10 cents per one share, an investment package worth $1,000, which has now 118,000 shares, will give a great return. So it will be $18,800 per year. Each year you can get this much of income. We have already one product, and our investor who invested with us earlier, we have developed already balm called Drusich, and we already received the dividends from cells of the bulb. All the information you can read and in our groups, our social medias, and of course you can watch the other presentation. I'm fond of this bulb, and not only me but many other people who also give their feedbacks of the balm. So it helped me to, of course, to fight the COVID. So anyway, if I think if we invest $1,000 and then get every year 18, almost $19,000 per year, this is really great return. I concern this is a great return. So the other thing is the merge of the company, merger of our company with the large pharmaceutical company, with an estimated development, as I mentioned, $8 billion. And in this case, the cost of one share of our company will be $3.33. In this case, the package of $1,000 will have a value of $393,000, almost 400,000. Can you imagine? $400,000 you can get just investing with us 1,000. So of course all the numbers are approximate and shown as an example, but if you tell me, well, what I mean, 10 cents you're talking about, I'd like to show you something called shares of the companies which are on the market. I'm very sorry that this is Russian slide, but this is a screen that I had from my phone. So I added to this presentation because you can see that Johnson's and Johnson's company, the one that I talked just now, the one that have purchased of $6.5 billion last year in August 2020. So the volume of the of one share is $140. $140. Look, the other ones, $297, $87, $78, $33, even 33. So if we get not 33 but just 3, it's really give you very good return, very good return. So this why we are here, and this why we are investing in biotechnology. This is really profitable. Let me turn this one off. And talking about aging of population, of course we all think that money is important, but what's important is time. And if you worry about the future, and of course you do, and of course you worry about future of your kids and relatives and the ones that you love, um, think about it, consider it as a good investment, because I think I showed you all the good advantages and benefits of the companies, and there are many other ones that you can see in the in other presentation, but this is what I would like to share with you now. And that's all for now. That's all for now. And just a second, let me ask my assistant for if you have any questions, please write them in the chat of YouTube, and you can ask anything in our Telegram chat. The link to enter the chat you have in the Facebook and in YouTube as well, in description of this video. So if you have any question, please ask. We are glad to help you to find your good investment. And mind you, this is just the beginning, because the company started the gathering of investments in August 2019, and this is how far we have gone already. So join us, and let's get healthy and wealthy together. So I wish you good Friday, great weekend, sunny weather. And by the way, today is 11th of October, and they have very good discount on everything. So keep your money safe. Take care and goodbye.